This is the 3-hour bus trip from Aswān to Abu Simbel, the very southern end of Egypt, close to Sudan. This is roughly 19 hours from Cairo, 16 hours by train from Cairo to Aswān, and then 3 hours from Aswān to Abu Simbel. So what brings me here? My name is Kogot Peter, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel to give me support as I try to accomplish my mission of traveling to all the African countries, of course except the obvious ones like Libya. Okay, before we get started, I would like to give you some facts about Abu Simbel. Fact number 1, there are 2 temples in Abu Simbel. Temple number 1 is for Ramses II, the great Pharaoh, and temple number 2 is for his favorite wife, Queen Nefertari. Ramses II is the Pharaoh mentioned in the Bible. Do you remember the story of Moses in the Bible? Moses saving the Israelites across the Red Sea against the wishes of one stubborn Pharaoh. Remember that story? This is the temple of the Pharaoh who existed during the time of Moses. And by the way, if you want to see his mummy or body, you can go to the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization in Cairo, and you'll be able to see his body or his mummy. His body was mummified, and you know you'll be able to see it at the Pharaoh's Golden Parade in Cairo. Fact number 2: the temples were constructed 3,200 years ago. That is long, like 1,200 years before Jesus Christ was born. Fact number 3, the temples were not built. They didn't use the bricks to build them. They were carved into rocks. I mean, chisel and hammer, tuck, into a rock to construct the temples. Fact number 4, this is not the original location of these temples. The temples were originally downstream, much closer to River Nile. But in the 1960s, Gabriel Abdel Nasser, former president of Egypt, constructed the Aswān Dam. And this led to the rising water levels, which led to, of course, the current Lake Nasser. And this threatened the temples because as the water levels were coming up, the temple was being submerged, and that's why it was relocated. In 1964, the temples were relocated to where they are currently. If you're wondering how a whole temple, 2 of them, not just one, could be relocated, you can check on YouTube. You'll see the process of the temple relocation. Okay, now that you have all the facts that you need, let's get started. So here's my team, and I'm sure you've seen this temple on Al Jazeera or another documentary. So come, I'll show you how it looks like from inside. At the entrance, you have these decorations of slaves who are chained. And this is how it looks like from inside. And this is the key of life, and we had some fun taking pictures with this key of life. One of the things you notice when you get inside this temple is the big statues of Ramses II doing this Wakanda style. There are various decorations of Ramses II, of the gods, and of course the slaves, him going to war and things like this. But I want you to be very keen on this particular decoration of Ramses II killing the slaves. You can see he's holding several slaves together and he's killing them. I want you to remember this because I'm going to compare it with the same decoration in the temple of Queen Nefertari. Okay, let's go. I'll show you how it looks like on the other side. So first from the entrance, we see the entrance of Queen Nefertari's temple has 6 statues, and out of these 6, only 2 are of Queen Nefertari, and 4 are for Ramses II. Ramses II was such a proud pharaoh. He thought he would be a god. He felt that he is a god, and he believed that after death he was going to turn into a god. That's why he made all this. So come with me, I'll show you how it looks like from inside. So this is how this temple looks like from inside. To some extent it looks like the other one, apart from the few differences, but I want to focus on this. Now, do you remember what we saw in the Ramses II's temple? Maybe I should replay it. Okay, see? So in the Ramses temple you see Ramses II, the great pharaoh, holding several slaves and killing them. And in the Queen's temple here, you see he's holding only 1 slave. He's killing 1 slave. This is, he made this decoration to portray himself in the eye of his favorite wife as a very merciful pharaoh. A very merciful pharaoh because he is killing just 1 slave. What a way of showing mercy.
Okay, drop the iPad, drop the iPad.
That's all that I have for the Abu Simbel temples, and thank you so much, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye bye.